Hi, good morning, actually afternoon now. I'm going to give y'all just a second and let a couple people join first. Hi, good morning or afternoon. How are you guys doing today? I'm hanging out in my office. I'm going to do a little conversation for which is social media. I'll get that going for you in just a minute. Like I said, I'm going to wait for a couple more people to join us. Check out my cat. This is Busey. He says good morning. Hi, good morning. Also, let me show y'all. I was cooking last night. I'm supposed to be on this diet, right? Most of my refrigerator looks like a diet. Most of it. But then it got a little bit cold yesterday. And I'm Southern. And so I made myself a great big pot of my favorite dish, which is chicken and dumplings. There's all my dishes in the sink. Don't judge me now. I'm going to be eating off of that for the next like 4 or 5 days. If you're local, come through and get yourself some. I'm in Tampa, Florida. Let me come back over here to my little office. Oh, I'll flip y'all around in a second. Hold on now. Again, please don't judge me on my mess. This is what a little production area looks like. Hold up. Hi, there we go. I get y'all on my little Periscope thing here. Yeah, going to Tampa soon. Tampa's awesome. Make sure you come through. And you used to live in New Jersey? Okay, New Jersey's really cool too. I went up there a couple times. Actually drove back. I flew up to New Jersey to get a car to drive it back to Florida. Not my car, a friend of mine, but anyway. So, I want to say hi, happy Monday. I wanted to chat with you guys just briefly about social media, because it's a thing, and I saw some stuff today, and it got me to thinking about how I wanted to share these things with you guys, in hope that I can maybe enlighten some people that aren't maybe already enlightened. Graduated from high school. All right, congratulations for getting through it. May 31st, 2015. I graduated from high school May something of 2002. It's been a long time. Anyway, so let's talk about social media real quick, especially as it pertains to business owners. So it's really important to understand that social media is absolutely a thing now, and as a society, it's an avid part of our society. It's something that we all participate in, and it's something that we're judged on. And I see far too often, not just business owners, but people in general, completely forget that you are absolutely represented to the world based on how you represent yourself on social media. I mean, there's a lot of people on my friends list that I've never met in person. Periscope for business, in your opinion, yes, great for business, absolutely. In fact, I'm going to jump off of here in about a half hour and jump on a conference with some ladies out in California. Nicole Roberts-Jones, she's fantastic. And Periscope allows me to take part in that conference with her this morning, so definitely great for business. Anyway, as it pertains to social media, so like I was saying, it's really important to keep in mind the way you portray yourself. Like I said, I don't know a lot of the people that are on my social media. I've not met them personally, but I glean things, and I kind of gather what I know about them based on how they represent themselves online. And that's really, really important to keep in mind, especially as a business owner. We forget a lot of times because, we just want to update our status or whatever, but we forget that we're representing our brand, and that a lot of times people will make choices to not hire you based on what you post. People will make choices to not work with you based on how you represent yourself. I've got a great example of this. This happened to me this morning. I had someone, let me see if I can pull it up without giving their identity away. I had someone message me this morning and was kind of talking about working together and so on. And then, oh, they've changed it, good. I get over to their profile to have a look at their profile. I'm going to cover up, and I see their header includes all that. You see that? My brand is about, that's not what I want to work with. And honestly, if you haven't got enough sense not to post naked pictures of your tongue in someone's backside on your social media, then I honestly don't really want to work with you. Like, because that makes me question, it's an open forum. Everybody in the world who hits your URL can see that, all right? That makes me go, if you haven't got enough sense to edit yourself on an open forum to complete strangers, how do I know that I can work with you? How do I know I want to work with you? How do I know I want to book you? How do I know that you're going to represent my brand or work with me in a way that's not damaging? Because you can't even, like, keep yourself looking appropriate on social media. I mean, so I see this person's profile. I don't know him at all. And I make the decision just off of that I don't even want to work with him. I'm a DJ, but I pride myself on being a professional. Well, I don't mean professional because we're all professional, or we strive to be. But I strive to bring core business ethics to my brand. You know, I do it for a living. I don't do it for a party. I do it to pay my mortgage, not to, you know, support my drug habit. So it's, I look at it very differently than a lot of folks in my area that DJ, and a lot of folks in general who DJ. And again, it's not to say that all DJs are this or that or the other, one thing or another, but the way I represent my brand is, you know, to maintain a sense of class and integrity and dignity and so on. And so my point, even if you're not an entrepreneur, just as somebody online, if you're not mindful of the things you post, the things you like even. For example, okay, deep down, I have a collection of really inappropriate memes. They're great, they're fantastic. When I see them, I save them on my phone. I have a group of a couple people that are real close friends of mine that I'll send them to, and that's it. I don't like them because when you like something on social media, it shows up in people's news feeds. I don't need people to see that I'm liking some of these things because, again, it's damaging to my brand. Someone who might have wanted to book me or someone who might have wanted to work with me might see that, and that might deter them. And it's really, really, really important as business owners we keep that in mind. Another thing is posting personal information. I see entrepreneur friends of mine do this all the time. You know, they're, oh my God, my boyfriend or my girlfriend or my, you know, that's not, I mean, if you want your page to be about that, then make that page private and personal so that your personal circle of friends sees that. But you don't want to represent your entire brand to the entire world with that information. Again, the fact that you can't separate business and personal makes me question your business morals and makes me go, I don't know if I want to work with you. So it's really important that you keep those things in mind. Yeah, absolutely. And I have a couple, I mean, I don't mess with Twitter that much, but like for Facebook and for Instagram, I have different accounts for different things. And I, you know, what I post on a personal account is not going to be what I post in a business account, and vice versa. At the same time, though, just because it's the internet, I try to be very careful in general about what I post. In fact, Facebook has this, like, what's it called now? Like, it used to be on this day. I think it's now like look back or something like that, where you can look back and see what you posted or what people interacted with you like this day, however many years ago. And there are times, you know, before I started my business, and I'll see posts and I'm like, man, why did I post that? You know, social media has brought us to a world where instead of telling our friend or, you know, our close circle, we feel the need to like go and type whatever hot, juicy information into that status update box. And it's not necessarily appropriate, and it's not necessarily good for your image, and it's definitely not necessarily good for your brand, you know. So again, I'm not dogging on anybody. I mean, everybody represents their brand differently, but I really want to encourage people to keep in mind that your presence on social media is definitely something that your consumers, your audience, and the folks who potentially will work with you are looking at and are going to take in mind and keep in consideration as they make their choices whether or not to work with you. So it's really, really, really important that you edit yourself to be appropriate to your brand, your audience. I mean, there are people in big companies, you hear it in the news all the time. They are like the CEO of some company or something, and they post something ridiculous and they get fired. It's important to keep in mind how you maintain and present yourself on social media. So I just wanted to take a quick minute and put that out there. Wouldn't some personal info create a stronger brand? Yeah, personal info definitely creates a stronger brand and information, or a stronger brand, certainly, by helping you build a rapport with your client. However, there's a difference between personal information, like I gave you at the beginning of this scope, where I'm like, hey, this is what I made for dinner last night, and by the way, look at my cat. And personal information that's like, hey, I like to get super party with strippers on the weekend and do all kinds of drugs. If that's what you like to do, I recommend being very careful about what types of personal information you share. Another, like I was saying earlier, breakups or problems in a relationship and so on. If that's not what your brand is about, it's a turnoff to your consumers to see you posting things about that. Cats are awesome, absolutely. All right, I'm gonna jump off of here, finish my breakfast, charge my phone, and then I've got another Periscope to join soon. Check out Nicole Roberts-Jones. She's fantastic. If you're an entrepreneur, you can follow her. She's doing a really cool thing all month. That is Product Palooza in October, getting all of us together. Also, if you're interested in connecting with me on any other form of social media, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at DJ Shannon C. Hi. You can also find me on Mixcloud. That's at DJ Shannon C, but an underscore at the end because I messed up the first account. Oh well. Yes, I have. It's right here. Check this out. So this is my breakfast. It is protein and spinach and raspberries and strawberries and blueberries and ice and orange juice. It's awesome. Anyway, so I hope you guys have a fantastic Motivated Monday. Thanks for sitting here and watching my broadcast. And I'll be back later on. Have a good day.